Chapter 8. I Knew Your Brother. It's 2 weeks since Chris went away. The fighting is getting nearer. We hear the guns every day now. And there are planes in the sky. They go round and round like the black birds above my village. When the planes come, we all get into the hole in the ground. Everyone is afraid of the planes. They have bombs. Dr. Nicky says that the roof of our house is white with a big red cross. That shows the men in the planes that this is a hospital. But 3 days ago, a bomb fell into the trees near the house where all the clothes are washed. Now it's not safe to go inside there, and the women have to wash the clothes outside. Dr. Nicky is angry. Many of the children can't go anywhere because they are too sick. Every day when the planes come, we have to hide in the hole. It's very hot there, and my head hurts with the sound of the guns and the small children crying. The sound of the guns goes on all night. It's like the sound of all the trees falling down. It makes my ears hurt. It makes my head hurt. Then, very early this morning, the guns stopped. We went back to our beds and went to sleep. Today, when I wake up, there are lots of men here. They are our soldiers. They look very tired. Some of them don't have any boots, and they don't have very much food. They take some of the food that the UN soldiers gave us. The older boys are very noisy. They talk to the soldiers. Then the soldiers come and talk to all of us. They tell us that we must get bigger quickly, so that we can be soldiers like them and fight for our country. One of the soldiers comes up to me. "I think I know you," he says. "Aren't you Jojo, the brother of—" and he says my brother's name. "Yes," I tell him. I know who he is now. He was a friend of my brother's, and he came to our village and stayed with us. I'm very happy to see him. He knows my village, and when he talks to me as Jojo who lived in the village. With him, I am Jojo who had a brother. I understand now why I feel so strange in the children's house. It's because here I am not really Jojo. When I left my village, I left some of myself there. I was like a snake. I didn't have my old skin, and I didn't have a new skin. My brother's friend asks about my brother. I tell him. I tell him that I am the only one left from our village. He is very angry. My brother was a good friend of his. He wants to kill the men who killed my brother. We talk. He tells me what our soldiers are doing. And now, talking to my brother's friend, I feel that I am someone again. I am Jojo, and I have a country. A country feels like a new skin. We talk about his village too. He says that it is like my village, but it's a long way from here, and there isn't any fighting. He says that he will take me there after the fighting is finished. He says that his family are very nice. They will be kind to me. They knew my brother too. I like him. He says that he and the other soldiers have walked for 2 days without stopping. They are very tired. After we talk, he sleeps on the ground. I look at his boots. They have holes in them. His gun is old, too. It's a small gun. It's not like the big new guns the UN soldiers have. They have new boots, too. And they aren't fighting. Outside the children's house, some of the UN soldiers are playing football with with the older boys. I see Duck, and he smiles at me. Dog is trying to play football too. I sit and watch them for a while. Dog runs after the ball and catches it in his mouth. Then he runs away. Everyone runs after him. I am sitting by the wall, and Duck's gun and boots are next to me. There is no one here to see me. Very quickly, I pick up the big gun and the boots. They're very heavy. I take them to my brother's friend and wake him up. My brother's friend is very happy when I give him the gun and the boots. He gives me his old gun because he says that I will need it. He says that our soldiers are going to hide in the hills, and I can go with him. You can't stay here now, Jojo, he says. They'll be looking for you when they find that the gun has gone. I take his old gun. It's not very heavy. I follow him, my brother's friend. He talks to one of the other soldiers who came with him, and then he goes through the house and out of the door at the back. There are trees near there, and very soon no one can see us. I think of Chris as I go. His letters will go to the children's house, but I won't be there. I was a boy when I met Chris. That was then. Now I have a gun, and I'm a man.